this morning, got a notification. Boomer Bunker's going live. It's Bob and John. You said, I guess I'll watch this shit show. I've got to kill some time. Then you clicked on that link now. You've got boomers in your eyes. Yeah, wait. Woke up this morning, our glory days are gone. Don't take us serious, cause we're probably wrong. But we're doing a podcast, baby. This means we're going live. It's Monday morning and it's Boomer Bunker time. So say it now. Woke up this morning with some boomers in your life. Woke up this morning, gotta put some boomers in your life. Hey everybody, it's time for those who like it in the shitter to delete their Twitter. Good evening everyone and welcome to the Boomer Bunker. I'm Boomer Bob, and the man who hates donuts but loves
these nuts. Ha! Got him!
John Jamingo.
Boy, I'll tell you, Bob, I'll tell you, I really enjoy doing a live show. I enjoy the chat. And I love it when the people are in the chat, and sometimes they're having their own show over there and they're doing their thing and they're making jokes, and sometimes they're making fun of you and making fun of me and all, and that's great. Today, this morning, I went to Eric Zane's podcast. He does one every morning, and don't get me wrong, love Eric. I love Eric. Today, he was out of his fucking mind. He was just, he started the show salty, and he just started blasting people. I got clips. It's amazing. I want to start it off with, before the show even started. Now, let me just say this to you. If you're sitting here and people are waiting for you to come on and they're commenting like, where are you? And that's a great fucking problem to have. That's an amazing problem to have.
Do you not have the ability to say, hey, I'm having technical difficulties. Give me a minute in the chat. Can you not go ahead and fire something into the chat? Be patient. Thanks for hanging in there. And
then again, just, I don't know what was going through Eric's mind. Maybe he was having technical difficulties, and you know what it's like when you're having technical difficulties and you got to go live and you're all frazzled and shit like that. You're on the hairy edge. So that could have been part of it too. But he didn't even start the show yet, and there was this.
Shut up. I know what you're doing. Okay, look, assholes. The iPad, which I need, is charging. I need at least 1% to start the show. I currently have 0%. No more fucking comments about the goddamn starting time. It's a fucking podcast. Suck my dick.
That's how you start your show.
What he needs is an iPad that runs off of fossil fuel. He wouldn't have
yes.
that problem.
Yes.
Why do you need an iPad for your show? I would like to ask him why he needs an iPad for a show. Like, what role does it play?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know.
He doesn't seem like a Mac guy, so I don't see it being like I don't see him having it in like a sidecar mode.
Yeah, I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I have no idea why he would need I have no idea. But so then he's punishing the audience because he's not going to now he's not going to start the show. He's going to show the audience. He's going to wait before he's going to start the show, because they have been already in the comments pissing him off. So he comes out of the wait, hold on.
Kenny, you started it. You're taking the heat on this. All right. Heat off of Aram on Kenny. Kenny, shut your fucking fat mouth. That's it. For every fucking comment, I'm waiting 5 more minutes. It was scheduled for 8:10. Now it's 8:15 because of the one Mac Daddy. We are now starting at 8:15.
So he continued to watch the comments. I don't know. Are you okay over there, Bob? What the fuck's going on over there?
I learned from Eric. Did you not hear him? Hold on.
You
Can go here. I think he's Are you having a temper tantrum now? Is it your turn to have a temper tantrum? Just relax. Enjoy the show. Watch a professional.
Watch professional. So
maybe it'll rub off on you, dumb.
It rubbed off on me, so I'm.
Maybe you'll learn.
I'm
something.
stretching.
I know. Eric's like thinks we're morons, which is fine. I mean, he's allowed to think we're morons. Matter of fact, I think he's even said it here.
These fucking brainwashed assholes like Boomer Bob and John Gismingo.
Yeah. You know, May 4th, it'll be the 10th year. I'll be in my 10th year of podcasting. I know, that we have this show and we kid around and we do stuff, but I've been doing this a minute. Okay. And not only do I do that, but I know what I'm doing when it comes to podcasting. I know technology. I know how to get, you've seen what we end up doing. So I know how to get a podcast out and how to put a podcast up. This right here, what we do right here is for fun. We're not trying to make money at it. We're not, we're just having fun. And we're hoping we're entertaining, and we're doing we're doing this just to entertain people. That's all. So, and again, Eric, this is his bread and butter. I mean, he has advertisers, he has Patreon that he does and stuff. So why would you go and piss off your audience? I for the life of me, we do this for free, and I wouldn't piss off my audience. I would not do that. So anyhow, he comes out. So this is the music hasn't even stopped from the opening, and here he is.
Been sitting here the whole damn time watching all of you assholes sit there and bitch. I've been ready to go to do this show. Ready to go. So fucking annoying. It was 8:01 and then the bitching started. Kenny started it. Shut your fat fucking mouth. Aram in this weirdo, I don't know. He's not even saying anything bad. He's just saying the podcast will start momentarily. I know exactly what he's doing. That's passive aggressive through text.
So here's the thing. I gotta go. What is he like? He's like a history teacher. He's like, that's it. We're not going to start our test. And this, he's yelling at the audience. I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, listen, I understand having a bad morning. And if anybody knows about losing their temper, it's me. I do it on the regular. But I never try to take it out on the audience. I take it out on you, Bob. That's who I take it out on. Hold on, let me just finish this clip
We
up.
just got started. I would have started at like 8:02, but I was too busy reading all of the stupid comments from annoying people about the start time. Relax. My God.
I don't get it. And this went on and on and on. I mean, he's hammering. Like, it's just that.
So now I'm banning this is what you do. You sit there and you make me get out the ban hammer.
The audience that showed up to support him, his show.
They were on time.
Now, listen, I understand. Listen, all you got to do is say, look, it's having some problems. Really apologize. I like to get here. I like to start the show. I love the enthusiasm from the chat. We're going to have a great show.
All last night on my iPad. That's why the battery's dead.
Yes.
Sorry, forgot to charge it.
I forgot to clean the screen.
I lose a little bit of my marbles when I bust out a nut. So,
I try to clean the screen. It's smearing all over the place.
All them fucking vaccinations have given me brain fog. Can't remember to charge my iPad that I use for my show.
The mask that I wear is I don't have oxygen to my brain. It's tough.
Jason Schaefer. Yeah. Hey, Jason Schaefer. Mm-hmm. There you go. I'm being extremely liberal with the ban hammer. I mean, I guess you got to have something to bitch about. So I'm watching you. I'm watching you like the hawk that is flying around in my backyard, killing
his phone.
All of the
he keeps getting dings, man. Like people don't know he
boo 3304. So all we have to do is complain about a late start to get a timeout. Yeah, in fact, eat one. There you go. Eat that.
Eat a time. There you go. You get 600 seconds.
Hey, I clipped that too.
Did
there
you
go. Eat that.
See?
Yeah. I love it. And he's just
Tim Kuiper. damn troublemakers. It's a free podcast. You get what you pay for. That might be insulting. I think I'm going to ban you for that.
But
Time out.
I think
Anybody else?
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant. This whenever he said we are done. Don't contact me, my wife, or my children. See ya.
I think him and Dean had some kind of falling out. It was. I heard the story. I'm not going to bring it up here for the simple fact that, again, I don't know. I only know one side of the story, so I don't know everything. And again, it's not really our story to tell. But apparently, him and Dean had a falling out. So if
apparently
you just
today, Eric had a falling out with everybody.
Yeah,
except for the women. I think I could hear him say, the ladies, they've done well this morning or whatever.
Yeah. So it continued.
Cocktail sauce, 8 what? Okay, yeah. 10 minutes. You get 10 minutes. You get
He's talking
10
about a
minutes.
10-minute timeout, everybody.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Anybody else? So, of course, I wake up and I'm sitting there watching this. I got to get my 10 minutes, right?
John Domingo biting the hand that feeds him. Biting the hand that feeds you would be a greasy mess on my mouth. I think the only us well-behaved females are left. How about that? The amazing ladies on this show. It's always the asshole guys. It's always you. Always.
So, yeah. So he was kicking people off. And then later, because I'll be honest with you, after that, I was like, I'm done. I'm not listening. Why would I listen to this shit? Why would I listen to him berate the audience? He's already lost me. And I always say podcast listeners are like deer. They're hard to attract and easy to spook. So I don't know, buddy. You had a bad day. If that's not a cringe of the week audio, I don't know what is. Where it's just throwing out 10-minute bans.
Hey.
First thing in the morning.
Your fucking fat mouth. Looking at John Domingo here. I think he's are you having a temper tantrum now? Is it your turn to have a temper tantrum?
No, I wasn't having a temper tantrum at all.
Watch a professional.
I didn't watch the first.
Maybe it'll rub off on you dums.
I didn't watch the first probably 10 minutes.
I know we're going to learn something.
So I had to go back because I did catch him like towards the end of him talking about why it's starting at 8:15 or whatever. So it's an hour earlier for me because I'm in Alabama. So.
Well, he had a bad day, and it's funny. I signed up for the Patreon, so I went into the Patreon to see if he was in a better mood. And he seemed like he was in a better mood in the afternoon or after the show. So he seemed like he was in a better mood. Sometimes you get up on the wrong side of the bed, but man, to sit there. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll tell you one thing. The one thing I'll always be thankful for Eric is that he talked about us, and that he introduced his audience to us, and he has a great audience. I mean, they're over here in the chat, and they're
very dedicated.
Yes,
which is awesome, and it takes a lot for a new person, a new listener to learn the lore and all of the what the NFK is and who Sick Fuck Dean is, and and all these different characters that are in the chat that they've been listening to Eric since he was on the radio back in the day when he was, I'm bad. He was,
I heard it
back in the 80s. He used to be a DJ doing like LL Cool J songs and shit.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Any nitwit can DJ on a radio station that plays music. It's not
he
hard.
Didn't really talk when he was young. I think he was in high school doing it, and he didn't talk a lot in between songs. He was like, yeah, that was Run DMC with It's Tricky. Here's LL Cool J with I'm Bad.
Yeah. And then,
and that's it. And then roll the song.
Then the song comes in. It's not, it's not a big deal. I mean, anybody can do it. So, So anyhow, I heard a story today. Mike used to walk around in Grand Rapids with a sandwich board on that said Eric Zane Podcast. He would just walk around town, like promoting the show.
Talking about Pellerito?
Yeah, Pellerito. He would walk around with a sandwich board on.
He's nuts. He's almost
a
like
rabid
a super fan.
Yeah,
because I've caught him. One thing I did notice during the Zoom, the Zaniac Zoom thing y'all do every other Saturday night, is he has quite the library of Eric clips.
It's amazing,
ridiculous amount.
Yeah, and like I said, to have a rabid fan make up a sandwich board and walk around town promoting your podcast and didn't even ask him. I mean, my God, could you ask? Could you ask for anything more? I say no. And to come out in the morning and just start blasting them. I don't know. But you know what, Zaniacs? You're always welcome over here in the bunker. We love you. Love you. Come on in, hang out in the chat. Call me fat. Call Bob Smokey the mayor. I don't care. Have a ball. Have two.
Just we have one rule.
No
Which
more
is?
fucking comments about the goddamn starting time.
If you want to come here and I'm late and you want to give me some business about me being late, you should. You showed up. I said be here at 9:00. You're here at 9:00 and we're not here. Give me the business. It's my fault. My God.
Yeah, this is from Nick. He says the weird thing is he seriously doesn't see that the fans have become part of the show. I'd be willing to bet that we add at least 40 minutes to the show every day, and that's probably very true. I mean, and that's I've thought coming out here and just doing just a monologue podcast, like that, and without a real audience, like an active audience like that. And what are you going to do? Sit here and just go news topic to news topic to news topic or anecdote to anecdote? I mean, you got to have something to play off of if you don't have another mic on the show. So,
yeah. And Lisa, thank you very much for that compliment. I would be honored, Lisa. There we go. All righty. Whee! All right.
Hey, so I want to start off on our actual news stuff with I'm gonna ruin Taco Bell.
Fuck you. Damn you. Go ahead.
I got to study the Taco Bell symbolism for an hour today while my brain was extra fired up because I could see the Taco Bell right out the window as I'm running on the treadmill. And I concur with everything you said. There is obviously a pink 6 in the center of that bell, and there is obviously a serpent's eye. As soon as you realize that the serpent is looking that way, you can't unsee it. I also noticed a man boob on the top of the bell. I'm also wondering about the weird color choice to make the bell bright pink. I made sure to check the building to see that there were 3 bells on 3 sides of the 4-sided building. So yes, 3 6s, 666. If you know about Freemasonic symbolism, you'll know how important freestanding pillars are. Now, the 2 pillars in front of the Taco Bell, even though there is an arch like connecting them, they don't support the structure of the building. The 2 pillars from Solomon's Temple that the Freemasons are obsessed with, you see this symbolism constantly. See the 2 lamps on both of the pillars? You can clearly see that they each have X's on them. All the Taco Bells have this. So as you walk through the pillars, you walk through 2 X's. XX chromosomes is female. Interesting that they would have that underneath the pink and purple man boob with the 666 and the serpent's eye, when their restaurant is filled with toxic chemicals that cause your body to produce excess estrogen, endocrine disruptors. And we know that the Freemasons are obsessed with androgyny.
This broad has been on the treadmill too long. What the fuck is she talking about? First of all, I was on the treadmill and I could see the bell. Duchess says, "Love her upspeak." And there's I went and saw the Freemasons, and that's a man boob. How is it? Why is it a man boob? Why can't it be a woman boob? It's a boob. I'll give you, it's a boob
because it's not in a bra.
What? First of all, why does it have to be in a bra? I like my boobs braless, to be quite honest with you. There's a woman that's on a treadmill too long and has too much time on her hands, and she's standing there and she's about ready to pass out because she's had she's had a protein shake and she hasn't had a real meal in a couple of weeks. And now all of a sudden she's on some kind of power trip with the Freemasons. You know what she needs to do? Go in there and get yourself a $2 chicken chipotle burrito. You'll love it.
Chipotle, yeah. There was I'd say roughly a dozen of those videos today going across my FYP. Just Taco Bell this, Taco Bell that. Like one dude actually walked around the whole freaking restaurant to let you see that only on 3 sides do they have the logo with the 6. So it's 666.
Who puts a logo on the backside of the building? What you tell me? One
it was the drive-through
restaurant
side. Like the only thing on that particular side was the awning over the drive-through. It's like,
so you mean there was one on the back? There wasn't one.
All I know is that I'll smoke whatever the fuck they're smoking. I'd like an ounce of that.
First of all, that didn't deter me from Taco Bell whatsoever. Although when I go to the Taco Bell that I go to,
I was
next time I go,
when I knew that would just make you
it's ridiculous.
Call her a dumb shit and a dumb fuck and a moron and all that kind of stuff. And then, but while we're on topic of food, here's another one. Remember, I played the video of the Monday morning show with Tucker discussing all the food plants that are just burning down. Having airplanes crash into them and whatnot, over a dozen in the last month. Well, here's another attack on your food supply.
Over 60 tons of ground beef recalled due to possible E. coli contamination. New vegetable recall. Check your fridge for these contaminated green beans. Ice cream recall. Turkey Hill Dairy voluntary recalls one of its flavors. Formula recall leads to shortages on store shelves. Skippy peanut butter recall. Select products recalled because they may contain steel fragments. Listeria contamination concerns prompt 2 food recalls. World Variety Produce Inc. voluntarily recalls organic zucchini because of possible health risk. Baskin Robbins, other brands of ice cream recalled because of plastic and metal bits. Our Table Cooperative recalls frozen blueberries after testing finds listeria. Soul Cedar Farms recalls peppers. Over 160,000 pounds of Skippy peanut butter recalled over steel pieces and product. I think it's obvious we are seeing a pattern here. We have planes hitting food processing plant.
Yeah, and don't forget, last week I brought up the story about Lucky Charms.
Yeah, so ground beef. I remember that. So the ground beef, again, if you cook it well done, don't you cook the E. coli out of it? E. coli.
Yeah, that's Ricola, but yeah,
I think you do, right? If you cook it,
all the crap I buy is already processed and formed into crap anyway. So,
yeah, I mean, so here's the thing: back when they're talking about the plane that crashed into the building,
yes,
what happened to the pilot? What was the name of the pilot that died in the crash?
I don't know. He might have ejected. Who knows? I don't know if those.
He ejected.
I don't know. I'm saying maybe. I don't know if those particular small aircraft have, a way to eject out, or if you just have to grab a parachute and jump like a freak.
Bob, who do I send my thoughts and prayers to if I don't know who was flying the plane? Here's the thing. You would think that if a plane crashed into a building, they would say, oh, the pilot so-and-so also perished in the crash. You don't hear that. And first of all, nobody takes a parachute on one of those Cessna planes or whatever it is. That's not the kind of recall this country needs. He is right. The kind of recall we need is to get all those assholes in Washington out.
Hey, I think it's okay that I think we mistook what the N-word means.
Go ahead.
So what would you do right now?
It's not what we've been thinking. Watch this. Now, I didn't want to use the word until you gave your okay, because apparently we think it's a different word.
Okay.
In Ukraine, if you were the president,
Putin uses the N-word. I call it the N-word. He uses the N-word, the nuclear word. All
See,
the
nuclear.
time.
Oop,
That's a
I said
no-no.
it.
You're
Damn
not
it.
supposed to do that. He uses it on a daily basis. And everybody's so afraid, so afraid, so afraid. And as they're afraid, he uses it more and more. That's why he's doing the
That's
kind of
right.
things he's
He's
doing.
preying off the
He's
fear.
doing them because he thinks nobody's going to ever attack us because they're all stupid and they're afraid to talk
I
about
totally
it.
agree with you.
Okay?
So what'd you
And
do with
instead of, excuse me, it's
Yeah,
a little complicated.
sorry.
Instead of, kowtowing, instead of Biden saying, oh, he's got nuclear weapons. He keeps saying he's got we have better weapons. We have the greatest submarine power in history.
So what would you say and do?
I would say we have far more than you do, far more powerful than you, and you can't use that word ever again. You cannot use the nuclear word ever again. And if you do, we're going to have problems.
Okay. So again, everybody's over there pounding their chest. They all got their dicks out. They're having a cock off with nuclear weapons. And everybody's like, did you hear what's going on with Johnny Depp and Amber, whatever her name is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I care. I care what's going on over here. This is serious, and people, they just will not pay attention to this. And again, we have nitwits in Washington. And I don't know if you want to get into this, but there's 2 movies coming out where they're bringing evidence that this election in 2020 might not have been on the up and up.
Talking about that one, what is it, 2000s?
There's 2,000 Mules, and there's also the one called Rigged. So I have the trailer here. If you
that one is about 18-wheelers.
Yes.
Rigged is about 18-wheelers.
Yes.
Cool.
No, it's 2,000 Mules.
I like it when they modify those trucks, make them all cool.
We put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics. Let me say it again.
The 2020 election was the most secure
Election in American history.
Let me begin by asking a very simple question. Do we know the truth about what really happened in the 2020 election?
I think millions of Americans know something went wrong, and they have little pieces. And no one's really put it together.
I'm agnostic on this question, and I am awaiting more information. If I believed the president were a Nazi, I might steal an election.
Bold accusations require bold evidence, and they haven't seen it.
We have been working on something big.
Show me the money.
Can we meet? I've been working with Greg Phillips. He has a deep background in election intelligence.
True the Vote has the largest store of election intelligence for the 2020 elections in the world. No one has more data than we do. We identified in Atlanta 242 mules that went to an average of 24 drop boxes. But Philadelphia alone, we've identified more than 1,100 mules.
Word number one.
Person picking up ballots and running them to the drop boxes.
This is not grandma out walking her dog. Bad backgrounds, bad reputations. They are interested in one thing, that's money.
And in no shape, in no way, in no time is that legal.
This is organized crime.
Do you have video evidence?
4 million minutes of surveillance video around the country.
What you're about to see is disturbing.
So this is 1 o'clock in the morning.
Don't we all vote at 1 o'clock in the morning?
On one night, this person, this mule, went across 6 counties to 27 different drop boxes.
I call it the Mexican mafia, seriously, because they work like that.
This is jaw-dropping.
What you showed is frightening.
It's just sickening to me.
Now we come to the most important question of all. Was the magnitude of vote trafficking enough to tip the balance in the 2020 presidential election?
It's not a leap to say this would have made a difference.
They have ruined Election Day in the United States of America. That's provable. And that's enough for me to fight the left with every fiber in my body.
Without.
All right. So, I mean, what if they did? What if this is true? what happens now? There's no way you can reverse this. There's no way you can unless you start.
I think the only benefit that might come out of it is, for the next elections, potentially.
Yeah. I mean,
tighten it up a little bit and not allow. I'm not sure how Georgia, which is a hard R state, I don't know how this happened there with all the Dropbox bullshit. Now I'm aware that like Atlanta, or at least a lot of Atlanta, is what, in like Fulton County or something like that, and that was one of the ones that was late to report, very late to report. Then they shut it down because, well, we'll just have to pick it back up in the morning.
There's a lot going on here. There's the other movie, which is called Rig 2020, the movie that's coming out in it's either late April, early May.
And where's it going to be available at, though? Rumble?
Yeah, because no one else is going to play this, and they're not going to put it. I guess you'd have to try to use social media to try to share this, and you know what's going to happen if you try to do it in on Facebook, because Rigged is basically.
Where were you able to pull that clip from?
I got it from the Rigged one. The movie trailer I have for Rigged is I got from Rumble.
Okay.
But it's basically saying that Mark Zuckerberg was basically paid to rig this election, and also shut down any kind of information that would hurt Biden near the end. I mean, the Hunter Biden story alone is kind of proof of that. So I don't know. But then again, I have to say to the Republicans, what were you doing? Why weren't you watching the store? How could this happen under your watch? Right? I mean, they basically let them steal the election. So aren't they culpable in this shit too? In my humble opinion. No? Yes? Hello?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just waiting for the green check marks to start disappearing across our.
Oh, bullshit. Yeah. Oh, God forbid. Yeah, because, it might not happen on Twitter, because now they're shitting bricks over there at Twitter. They are shitting bricks. Let's get into Twitter.
All right. Well, here's one of the things that I loved, and I tried to find this clip without this idiot and the background music and all that. Because I had heard this clip by itself through another show, and I was like, man, that's perfect. But I don't know where to find the freaking clip. I looked for it and couldn't find it. So ignore the background music, but listen to what the guy in the background says.
If you own all of Twitter or Facebook or what have you, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't even have to be transparent. You could secretly ban one party's candidate or all of its candidates, all of its nominees, or you could just secretly turn down the reach of their stuff and turn up the reach of something else. And
so he's basically saying, oh, well, if Musk, gets a hold of Twitter, this is what they're going to do. This is some of the things that you could do. Well, that's what they've been doing.
Yes, that's what they did.
Since
they did all that.
I mean, back when it was Odeo, which was a activist SMS board.
Well, that's what I'm saying is they did that. They don't want that done to them. They're like, holy shit, they're going to do to us what we've been doing to them. This is going to suck.
Right. So this guy who made this video, he paused that and he threw up, a news article from Politico. Hunter Biden story is Russian disinformation. Dozens of former intel officials say, well, we know that's been proven
wrong.
Incorrect. And then another one from The Guardian, Facebook and Twitter restrict controversial New York Post story on Joe Biden.
Yeah, we know that's true.
And then New York Post, Washington Post, New York Times finally admit Hunter's laptop is real, but only to protect Joe Biden some more. Another New York Post, spies who lie. 51 intelligence experts refuse to apologize for discrediting true Hunter Biden story.
yeah, the rest of us might not even find out about it till after the election.
Oh, yeah. You mean like we did?
Like we did.
I mean, we already knew it was going on anyway, but I wish I could have found that clip without all the ridiculous bullshit over it. But
so Twitter right now is having a shit fit. They don't know what to do. They don't, like my father used to say, they don't know whether to turn around or wind their watch. And they had a meeting, and Project Veritas, I don't know how they do it, but these guys are amazing. Here we go. This is what they were saying at their meeting. This is Leslie Berlin, the CMO of Twitter.
Elon made it clear in public that a large part of the reason he bought the platform was because of our moderation policies and disagreements in how we deal with health. This puts Twitter service and trust and safety, as well as anybody who cares about health on the platform, in a very difficult position. I believe.
Now, this is the CEO. I can't eat Paraga. That's the CEO of Twitter.
Twitter grows as a service, allows for more people to use the product and have a better experience because we're able to make the conversation on Twitter be safe, because we have built tools, processes for people to be able to feel safe and control their experiences. I believe that there is a lot of work we have to do to continue making that better. Sometimes that means more thoughtful moderation. Sometimes that means making things simpler. Sometimes that means changing product incentives to be able to solve problems through products sometimes instead of policies.
So again, if I was Elon Musk, I would immediately fire everybody at Twitter.
I'm pretty sure that they're just going to quit.
No, they're not. Because where are they going to go? They're going to get. I would go in there and I would clean house.
So you're saying that no other social media platforms are interested in people who have knowledge of what went on behind the curtain at Twitter?
Dude, they are right now erasing everything. Everything that was be used against them, all the policies of shadow banning and all
changing the algorithms before.
Yes,
because,
they're getting rid of it.
Well, that was one of the things that I was interested in that Musk claimed he was going to do, which was make the algorithms kind of transparent, not necessarily open source, but transparent, so that, which I don't see that being possible, because then people can, once they figure out the algorithms, they can work around them or use them to their advantage to make money, whatever. So.
Okay. So my one account has been banned for, I guess it's about a year now.
About a year. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went back and appealed it. I went back and tried to appeal it again to see if I can get them to, put my account back up again and see if that they will. I mean, some people have their accounts are coming back. Ben Shapiro said that he has gained like 200,000 Twitter followers in just the past couple of days.
Yeah.
All right. So people and they're saying, no, there's not. It's just more people are coming back to the platform. I love this. I love the fact that they are just melting down, and they're I'm leaving, I'm quitting. And the guy from Young Turks, the Jewish guy, I can't think of his name, Chink Uygur or something like that. He put out a thing, and he's yogurt. Like, yeah, Chink Yogurt.
Chunk.
Chunk.
You got to be such a racist.
What? I said he's Jewish and he has a funny name. Well, how is that racist?
Chunk Yogurt.
Chunk Yogurt. All right. So he said, they say about cancel culture, and this is Ben Shapiro's called for everybody to be fired at Twitter. That's not the same thing. You want to remove people that don't have the same vision for the company where you want to take it, and they're going to fight you and backstab you and tattle on you, and everything you do, it's going to be a nightmare. I say, new broom sweeps clean. Get in there, get rid of everybody. I'm sure they got a lot of other people that can come in there and take over their spots and just out and see.
It ain't so fun when the rabbit's got the gun, is it?
No, it is not.
Here's a liberal meltdown question for you.
It is time for the liberal meltdown question of the day. How are you going to drive your Tesla while deleting your Twitter? Go.
This guy's dumb. Those questions are dumb, and he's dumb. He's a
Well,
nitwit.
I did see one chick be like, $44 billion. Imagine what you could do for climate change. Yeah, I'm like, where do you think he got that fucking money? From
Building
climate change idiots buying electric cars.
I swear to God. And it's so funny when it's on their side, everything's fine. But as soon as the other side that's winning, it's the racism. Oh, racism. Joy Reid. If they've lost and they have no comebacks when everybody's a racist. They're racist, misogynist. Shut up. And that guy from CNN, that pumpkin-headed Brian Stelter, one stupid thing after another falls out of his mouth. He's like, "What would if you went to a party and there was no rules and it was just freedom? Would you want to go to that party? Who doesn't? Who wants to go? Unless you're going to an Eric Zane party,
guy who's
where he's
never
in
been
there
invited to one.
Yeah, if you go to an Eric Zane party where he's sitting there and says, "You sit here and you sit here, shut the fuck up or suck my dick,
your fucking fat mouth."
Right? Who wants to go to that party? Brian?
There you go.
Pumpkin-headed nitwit. Terry says they'll start a new platform, Queefer. How can you not love the chat? Fucking chat's amazing.
Oh, I can't wait to get on there and call somebody a fag. So I found this one interesting. This is employee donations, okay, to midterm candidates.
Check out these employee donations of major companies to midterm candidates by party. Obviously very blue leaning. And this is why Democrats are freaking out over the Twitter takeover, because they now control one less major platform through which the modern world operates. This is clear evidence that Twitter is controlled by...
So look at that. I mean, Netflix, 99.6% of the donations went to blue candidates. Twitter, 98.7. Airbnb, 97. Yeah, Apple, 97.5. And they're all in the 90s until you get towards the bottom, but it's still almost 90.
PayPal, 92.2. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Democrats, when 98.7% of employee donations to political candidates went to the Democratic Party. The same applies to all of these companies,
including Tesla, 93.9. Tesla,
controlled by Democrats,
because
and therefore it is extremely likely
the climate
that
change
these companies' activity is moderated by Democrats. So what do you know? What we all knew all along, that Democrats are the party of the elite and powerful, and now.
So, one thing some people are concerned about regarding Elon owning this is that he's going to rig the algorithms to where, if you say anything negative about Tesla, because he's got kind of a hard on for anybody who talks smack about his baby. So he's concerned about that. He doesn't want anybody bad mouthing Tesla at all. Like if you make a video about it, he'll come after you. Like if you buy one and it's a piece of shit, he'll somehow come. Yeah, they make their employees, I don't know if it's on the way in the door or on the way out the door, sign, like a NDA, whatever. You can't talk about, Twitter at all. I'm sorry, Tesla at all. I've also heard that even when you buy one, or if you have one worked on at the dealership, that, they don't have dealerships, they have galleries. So if you have one, worked on, they try to get you, the customer, to sign something saying that you won't talk shit about them.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew that, but they don't have dealerships. They have galleries. To my knowledge, they're the only automobile dealer that manufacturer that doesn't have third party. Like when you go buy any other brand, Ford, Honda.
Yeah, they have dealerships.
Dodge, they have dealerships, but they're third party.
Right.
There's some law against the manufacturer being able to sell directly to you.
But Tesla
somehow
can?
Tesla gets away with it. Yeah, somehow it's they're not called dealerships, they're called galleries. So
okay.
Yeah.
whatever. All right, Nick sent this in. I haven't got a chance to look at it, but let's see what he's got to say.
Oh,
he just sent this in right now.
So Elon Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion. Dang, that's a lot of money. And blue check Twitter is having an absolute meltdown. This was my personal favorite. What could $44 billion have done for the climate crisis? I don't know, Rachel. Maybe he could build electric cars. So people are screaming, this is going to ruin our free speech. Here's the thing. When they say free speech, they mean they won't be able to speak freely. And by freely, I mean without opposition. Not without consequence, without opposition. Right now, if you say anything that goes against the popular narrative, whether or not it's factually true, it can get you suspended on Twitter. So many people on Twitter have been enjoying being able to say whatever they want without having to deal with a dissenting opinion. But that's not how discourse works. A gentle reminder for those who need reminding. Spray painting a slur on a synagogue, that's hate speech. Nazi propaganda, hate speech. An opinion you don't like that challenges your belief system, that's not hate speech. You just hate it. If you really believed what you claim to believe, you'd be able to defend it.
There you go.
Did you just a second? Oh fuck! I was gonna ask what her TikTok handle was because everybody needs to go there and pump up her TikTok, not because she's right, but because she needs a new ceiling fan. That one was kind of bothering me.
Hang on, I'll give it to you. Here we go.
I was just playing, John. You don't have to actually do that.
No, Bob. You tell me to do something, I get right on it.
Hey, look.
This is Savvy. That's
Savvy. Okay, this is Savvy.
There you go.
All right.
She needs a new fan. Bob says you need a new fan.
Well, I mean, there was no glow. There was only one light bulb on it, and there was no globe over it. It was kind of sad. Fucking slumlords.
Okay. Alrighty. Where are we going after this? Oh, can we have what's that called?
Palette cleanser?
Can we have a palette cleanser? I like this one here. It's too many clicks, StreamYard. I need to get this where there's too many clicks.
Drag and drop.
Here we go. This is the check out this foul ball. I love this.
Bicep soreness. Pops it up.
One bounce.
Nice.
Caught it while giving his baby a bottle.
Feeding the baby.
Yeah, he's got a baby strap. Never even broke it. Kid's still drinking the bottle.
Wow.
Baby in perfect bliss and a souvenir.
All right. So what I want to do right here, I'm sorry, audio listeners, you're not going to be able to see this. And apparently, so what happens is there's a guy here. See the guy there with the merce? He's got his merce around him.
Yes,
he's got the beard, and he's ready to catch the ball. Here it comes. All right, you're right there, going to catch the ball. Let's watch it. Oh,
Too short.
Damn it! Oh, I missed the ball.
He should have used his man purse as a.
Yeah, he could have used his man purse, or yeah. Oh, look at this. I mean, here we go. It's coming down.
Well, I'm sure
right in his hand. Right in his hands. Look, close your hands, dude. You got a ball.
It's a limp wrist.
Duh.
I'm sure his boyfriend will take care of him later.
Yeah. Tighten up them wrists, buddy.
Make him feel a little better. All right. I've got another one for you.
Okay.
I think mine's better.
I gave her a $20 bill.
For what?
For anything. I don't care. Whatever it's for, but she can give me my money back if she ain't going to do nothing with it.
Okay, were you planning to buy some drugs
Yes,
or
I
something?
was.
What kind of drugs were you wanting to buy?
Rock.
Rock.
Yes, I was.
You gave her $20 to
I
buy.
gave her $20. She gave me some plaster.
And now you want your $20 back
Yes, I do.
because she didn't supply you with crack cocaine.
Well, if she shouldn't give me nothing, no plaster, nothing, she should have said no.
What's going on?
She come around here a while ago. It used to be some people that right over there that used to sell.
Yeah.
We were sitting out here on the porch in some chairs. So she said, y'all have anything to buy? I said, no, baby, we don't have nothing to sell. So she left one around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Then she come back 10 minutes later, holler, give me my money back up. No, you ain't bought nothing from here. Don't disrespect my child. This is my child.
Mm-hmm.
I don't sell crack. I'm a prostitute.
I think there's some shenanigans going on over there.
I don't sell crack. I'm a prostitute. Did you hear that part? That's very end. I don't sell crack. I'm a prostitute.
I didn't hear that. Back that up again.
Right. All right. Hold on.
This is my child.
Mm-hmm.
I don't sell crack. I'm a prostitute.
I'm a prostitute. The cop's like, what do I do here? Do I arrest the white crack whore for not, or do I arrest the prostitute? Listen, the white crack whore gave the black prostitute $20 for some crack, and the woman turned around, dropped her pants, and said, here's some crack. Just because the woman didn't want it. I don't know. You know what it is, Bob? I find that a failure to communicate. That's what that is right there. What else? Do I have another one? Do I have another?
If you don't, I do.
All right, go ahead. Let's see yours, because I want to get into the NASCAR thing, because I think it's pretty fun.
I don't know what you think of this. This guy noticed that these kids, there's I guess an elementary school nearby, and they're just testing all these kids.
Do the parents know that you guys are doing this to the kids? Do their parents know that you're doing this to the kids? Do you have parent consensual forms to do this to the kids?
I don't know who you are.
Do you guys have parent consensual forms to do this to these kids? Do the parents know that you're doing it to these kids? Excuse me, ma'am. Do you know if the parents have consent to do this?
I mean, these kids look what? Kindergarten, first grade?
Look what they're doing to our kids. No consent. This is disgusting.
So he just kind of walks around and keeps complaining about the exact same thing over and over again. But I don't know. I don't know what to think of that.
Why wouldn't you call the police?
Why
would you call the police?
I don't know. Oh, because they're probably not going to do anything. They probably work hand in hand with all these assholes.
Okay. So Denny Hamlin, who is the driver of the number 11 NASCAR, he drives for Joe Gibbs, and he also drives for Toyota. He, after Talladega, that raced in your neck of the woods there, sir, there was a last lap crash that basically took out both of Danny Hamlin. Not only does he drive for Joe Gibbs, but he's also a co-owner of two cars with another team. One is Bubba Wallace, and he's co-owner with Michael Jordan.
The basketball?
So, yeah, Michael Jordan, the old basketball guy. So here's NASCAR requires Denny Hamlin to complete sensitivity training after tweet. Denny Hamlin to complete sensitivity training after he tweeted a meme of the female Asian driver to depict Kyle Larson's driving at the end of Sunday's Cup race at Talladega Speedway. NASCAR informed Hamlin on Tuesday morning he must begin the process of his sensitivity training by the end of the week. Toyota issued a statement Tuesday. We have spoken with Danny Hamlin regarding his tweet from yesterday. Toyota supports NASCAR's decision to mandate sensitivity training for Denny as we all move forward together. Danny drives for Joe Gibbs Racing. Toyota also supports Hamlin's 23XI racing team. Hamlin apologized Monday night for the tweet that he later removed, saying it was a poor choice of memes, and I saw how it was offensive. Hamlin tweeted the clip from the show Family Guy, which references a female Asian driver. Larson's name was superimposed over the driver. Larson's mother is an Asian American. Okay. So he's got to go to sensitivity training. I guess, if that's okay. But what happened was because he took the tweet down, what I did was I recreated what he did. So this was what he put up. This was the video.
From now on, I too will be abstinent. I'll be as untouched as the turn signal in an Asian woman's car.
How much signal I need to cut across 8 lane? None? I turn now. Good luck, everybody else.
Gonna have to. Here he goes. Opens the door up for the one Ross Chastain. And on the outside, Kyle Larson added. Oh my God.
So there you go. How many as untouched as an Asian woman's turn signal? How long I have to turn signal on to change 8 lanes? None? Okay, good luck, everybody.
It's terrible.
How does the Family Guy get away with that? How is he not canceled for that? Is he because he's a big swinging dick Democrat? I don't know. So now he's got to go through sensitivity training because he put that up there. And again, all he's saying is Kyle Larson drives like an Asian woman and doesn't use a turn signal. I don't see the problem. Come on. Racism. Come on, people. Let's go. Don't we have? I mean, come on. All righty. Anything else there, Bob?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Where's all your money gone, Daddy?
Taxes.
Taxes.
9, 10, 11.
They're playing Monopoly, and he's upset because all his money went to taxes.
It's okay. It's part of the game. No, it's not. It's not fun. It's not fun to what? It's the worst part of the game. It's what? Taxes.
Welcome to the real world, Bubba.
Yeah. He might as well learn now.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man. You're sitting there making all that money and the government's got its hand in your pocket. Oh, you think you made $1? No, sir. You made 70 cents, maybe.
I've got a clip that could very well get us booted.
Why not?
It's up to you. That's remember Judge Joe Brown?
Yes.
Well, I don't think he's worried about having any TV shows anymore because he's been, we'll say, featured in a lot of clips talking a lot of shit about a lot of people like Obama, and
I can't wait.
This one here highlights camel toe.
You ain't talking about Kamala Harris. I'll let you have that one. She's a witch, and she is a corrupt witch. She's been corrupt her whole life, and she fucked her way to the top. Oh, Lord. They used to detail this witch in the LA Times with her sexual escapades. She fucked damn near everybody trying to get up. She used to be a frat hoe when she was at Howard. And she ain't black. Look like Come Queen La or Come Queen Harris. You know, I guess what she did is, you know, LA Times ranked her out. I was out in LA, you know, when she was really I can see this article. Before that, she got out and they ran a thing that when she went to law school, Willie Brown, that was his mistress. They used to have cards. I heard about that, though. Where they had one I loved. It was a scene, Willie Brown sitting behind a desk with his tongue hang out, and Camilla is raising up after doing him, you know. And they ran this thing where he got her a job with a medical supply company that did business with the city of San Francisco. He got her a gig for 15 hours a week for $72,000 a year. And you have to understand that was 35 years ago. And then when they carried a thing where she moved up to 20 hours a week, she getting paid $120 grand for a part-time gig, and he bought her a 750i BMW. She was earning that. So then she had this thing where she was trying to get on with this big firm that wouldn't hire, so she started screwing one of your buddies, an NBA player who was their biggest client. So she got hired. So then they ran a scandal sheet on her where she was trying to get on with the DA's office, so she started screwing the deputy chief DA to get on. So, streets, you belong to the streets.
I don't really get that last part, but okay.
Hey, she's a whore. That's what that's what the guy's saying. You know what? Why isn't she? If that's none of that's true, then why isn't he being sued for libel, slander, or whatever?
Yeah. Well, you know, he also has quite a story to tell regarding Barack. So
all I can say is that woman must be able to suck the chrome off a fucking bumper hitch. That's all I know. God damn.
Suck tennis balls through a tennis racket.
Something. Holy shit. And now she's one step away from the presidency, where she gets to fuck the whole country. Right?
Listen, hey, I have one on. Go ahead.
I was going to say, that woman's been plowed more times than an Upper Peninsula road. Michigan joke. Huh? Come on, Michiganders. Plowed more than an Upper Peninsula road. It snows up there a lot, Bob.
Oh, okay. I get it. Snow plow. I was thinking like ox.
No.
I'm from Alabama. I have some.
She can suck a gay magnet off a lunatic's embellisher. What? I don't know what that is, but okay.
Maybe that's a victim of autocorrect. I have no idea.
Maybe.
I have a 1-2er regarding adrenochrome.
Ooh.
If you're interested. Now, this
I'm always interested in this.
I love it because I can just sit here and be a professional podcaster and use other podcasts for content for my own. Here we go.
Sure, here we go.
For adrenochrome harvesting. No? Ring any bells? No.
I wish they wouldn't put the music underneath.
Adrenochrome is a byproduct of adrenaline that is very prominent in the young babies and young kids. And basically, there's a lot of health benefits of it. CMOS. Yeah, not as good as CMOS. I mean, yeah, actually, it's probably better than CMOS. It has some psychedelic effects, but also has known to improve life expectancy, make you look younger because you're taking something from a baby, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So apparently, the global elites are harvesting this from kids.
Okay.
And sucking kids' blood, basically, and injecting it into themselves for their own benefits. And then you think, what else does it link to? Google. Yeah, their graphic processor is called Adreno. What do you use to get to the internet?
Chrome.
What? Adrenochrome. What is their logo? A little circle in the middle with 3 things coming off it. 3 6s.
Oh my God, the 3 6s.
Oh, so that's nothing to do with adrenochrome.
Taco Bell.
Devil, mate. And then there's 3 other things of examples, mate. Monsters Inc. Right? Scare kids to power the monsters' land.
Yeah,
basically.
Did you get that? You ever watch Monsters Inc? I love that movie. No, I don't.
Example where it's in like hieroglyphics,
but
there's a baby in the middle, and there's like all these pharaohs stood around the outside, literally just with straws. But it's like obviously depicting what it is. I'm sure it's not just you stick a straw in and just suck it, but it's like depicting it.
So,
all right, hang on. So what they say, I understand what they're saying here.
There's more.
Oh, there's more? Okay, throw another clip.
This one involves a famous actress.
Can't be Madonna, can it?
I said famous, not.
Oh, sorry.
All right, fine.
It's an actress, not
I'm
whore.
a bit 50-50 at your point myself. Watch this. This is on Ellen.
The ever age.
Way in which one
my girlfriend
Sandra Bullock.
It's like a roller with these. Some of you, I think many of you know it. And it pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen, and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes.
What are you pushing into the skin, Sarah?
Sarah?
Carrie?
She doesn't want to
What are
say.
you pushing into the skin?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person.
Oh my God.
Far, far away, and they somehow figured out
Then
how
they make
to
a joke.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby.
Not true.
Global elites torture children to harvest the chemical adrenochrome from their blood, which they then inject in order to stay healthy and young. Celebrities posting photos of themselves stuck at home and looking less than camera ready were besieged
during
on
COVID.
social media with accusations that they were suffering from adrenochrome withdrawal during lockdown because there were no kids going about.
I watch. Oh, doesn't
That's
she look good?
Besieged, or whatever that fucking word is.
Aww. She's my.
Come on, give me your 50 pence.
So, what do you think?
God damn, she's my number one, dude. I love Sandra Bullock. I love her in all her movies.
Oh, you think she got that from Dr. Sabah?
I don't know, but I mean, it really. I mean, that's hard not to. That's a.
Here it is. The Connection. Whoops. God damn it. Quit chatting so much. Mike says, speed. She drove a bus. Buses take kids to school. Sandra Bullock sucks baby's blood. There it is. The Connection.
I guess. But see, the thing is, they just can't take baby's blood. They have to take and scare the kids. So they're adrenaline, so they're full of adrenaline. And that's when they pull the blood because that's when it has all the adrenochrome in it.
Like Monsters, Inc.
Like Monsters, Inc. Yes. Like Monsters, Inc. I don't know, dude.
Hidden in plain sight there, John.
I know. I'm telling you.
I mean, why would Google do that? Call their graphics processor Adreno and then call their fucking browser Chrome. It's just
it doesn't look like a coincidence. It doesn't look like a coinky dink. Things that make you say, Well, I think we've done it all. I think we said it all, unless you have something else.
Yeah, the only thing I've got is
It's a fucking podcast. Suck my dick.
pretty much it.
Oh, wait a minute. I got one more. I forgot this one.
Oh, cool.
Hold on. God damn it, John.
Oh, I forgot to use the word atrocities at least once in this episode. There we go.
Oh, you have to use it. There's atrocities?
Yes, the atrocities this morning on the Eric Zane Show podcast.
Oh, okay.
Atrocity. Well, it's the cool word. All the cool kids are using it, and maybe the algorithms it'll bump our show up a notch.
Okay. I like that.
Atrocities.
We need atrocities. So we have a mask hole in Costco with pepper spray. Did you see this one yet, Bob?
No, weren't you guys talking about this stuff?
Hold on. What?
Were you guys talking about this on the last Rubberneckers? I heard.
Now I just saw this one. I just saw this one today.
No, but I'm saying you guys discussed because Jody was like, it takes balls to walk up to somebody that you don't know and give them shit for not wearing their mask. Like,
right. So here we go. It looks like Eric Zane's out at Costco, and he's got his mask on like a good old socialist Democrat that he is. And somebody's getting close to him, so he pulls out pepper spray.
And he's going not allowed to say that to John.
What's that?
I saw this earlier.
Oh, yeah. So here it is. Go ahead, do it. Spray me. Go ahead.
Wouldn't that be assault?
It is assault.
Oh my goodness.
That's assault.
A little shovey shove. Scan his eyeballs with that thing. Do it. Scan him. I wonder if he's like a vendor. No, they don't use vendors.
So now here we go.
It's an actual Costco worker.
I'm not going to hear you. You're on pepper spray? Yes. Okay. Sir, I need you to put that away. We're in a public place right now. You stay away. I'm going to stay away. Thank you. You can't be threatening people here with pepper spray.
Membership club.
No, you cannot threaten people in here with pepper spray. You're not a cop. You're not a lawyer.
Call the police. Now, hold on. Here's the best part. I'm going to back this up a little bit. Look what this tool's doing. Come on, back up. Damn it. Why can't I get this in the right spot? Excuse me. Let's try this. All right, he's going to turn here, right there. He's got a mask with a vent on it.
Yeah.
So when he breathes out, all his COVID air goes out, but then he breathes in and he breathes in through his mask. So he gets nice. So what a piece of shit this guy is. That's not even a legal mask. And he's got his pepper spray out.
Well,
so now
N95s can have that vent on it.
Duchess would have thrown down. This is what Jersey girls do. That guy pushed me. I'd have punched him. Yeah. And he would have been within his right.
Slap that fucking spray right out of his hand.
Yeah, when he pushed him, you come with an overhand right and just deck that guy. You knock his hat off, you knock his mask off, and you start doing the Mexican hat dance on his face. Yeah. So now, let me get back to the clip. So now he realizes the cops are coming. He's like, let me see if I talked over him. John, stop talking over. I don't need this shit. I'm leaving.
I'm
leaving for the
membership.
I hope they do.
I don't know that they'll be able to identify him. So, but yeah, I mean, I know this. I've been going to the same Costco for over 20 years. And believe it or not, there's some of the same workers that were there 20 years ago. And they're like, hey, Bob, like they just know me from my card. All
right. So now I know why Tim got 10-minute timeout at the Eric Zane Show. Legal mask, LOL. I didn't know there was a legal or illegal style mask. Yes. You can't have a vent on your mask. Then when you breathe out, your air gets pushed out without being filtered through the mask. That's an illegal mask. You're not allowed. If you tried to wear that in a doctor's office, they wouldn't let you in. And try to get on the plane with one of them.
Give them 600.
Yeah, let's give them 600.
That.
Yeah, eat that.
Eat that.
You ever watched that show Married at First Sight?
Who would do such a stupid thing? But no, I have not seen this.
Well, try to give you the brief on it. I think each person on the show has to answer something like 600 questions, like psychological, also what you're into. You get to go through, like photos of guys or women that you're attracted to so that they have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
And once you complete all this, they do background checks and all this stuff, right?
Okay.
And then they pick two people that they match up, and they meet at the altar, like mom and dad's on this side, all the, like, both families, like full on wedding.
This is binding? I mean, this is a real wedding, or is this a joke?
It's a legal marriage. Marriage. They meet at the altar. It's actually, I have noticed the show on before in the past couple of years, and I'm like, that sounds stupid, like some Housewives of whatever the fuck show. But then just sheer boredom within the last couple of months. Here they run it on one of those in between. What?
You're justifying it. Just say you like the show and you like watching it. Just out of sheer boredom. It just happened to be here. I fell down on the TV remote, and then here was the show, Married at First Sight.
Okay, Gilbert. Jesus Christ, you can't quit doing that, can you? So
I wasn't trying to, but
well,
I fell into it.
I
fell into this like you fell into that show, except I can admit when I'm doing it. You, on the other hand, you try to explain it away like you're above it all, but you know everything about it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So, so here they run it in like a marathon, like, I don't know, Tuesdays or Wednesdays, whatever. It's on for like 12 hours, right? Back to back. What?
Nothing. I don't know. It's on for 12 hours. My ass fell asleep. I couldn't get up. I almost peed myself.
So
go ahead.
Well, okay. One of the things that they do after they get, married, they go away for a week, whatever, and then they come home. And one of the things that they will do occasionally on the show is to help their new spouse learn more about them. They'll go and visit their childhood home. Now, they don't live there anymore, and their parents don't live there anymore, but they'll go look at their childhood home, and they'll play, hey, that used to be my bedroom right up there, and that was my, cousin, whatever. So did you have a childhood home, John?
I have two. Yes. Two that I remember. Yes.
Well, I told my wife, I said, took you to my childhood home, we would need airfare and about 2 weeks of vacation time, because from birth through 18, I lived in 5 states. Like I didn't get that life. So my wife decides to list. Now, my wife grew up in Jersey. She was born and raised up there. But she decided to list all of the childhood homes. Tammy said, well, I grew up primarily in Jersey, but just as a child, I lived in Jackson, Lakewood, Bricktown, Asbury Park, Neptune, Seaside Heights, Island Heights, Toms River, Manchester, Lakehurst. I was like, okay, enough. Jesus Christ, all those fucking towns. And that's,
you guys are made for each other. You were a bunch of gypsies, nomad gypsies running around.
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
well, I'll tell you what, from what I remember, I think Duchess lives up in that area. I think, hey, Duchess, isn't that around your stomping grounds in that area up in like the northeast shore area? I heard Tom's River, and I think she lives up in that area somewhere around there.
Yeah. Asbury Park.
Asbury. Yeah, maybe.
Red Bank.
I think that's all. Yeah. I think that's around where she lives. Oh, damn, man. I think that is where she's from.
Oh.
In that area. It's a nice area. Yep. See? Yes. Near me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anyhow, well, you know what you could do, Bob? Because of the magic of the internet, you could get on Google Maps and go and show her. You wouldn't even have to leave your house. Honey, pull up a chair next to the monitor and let me show you where all my childhood homes. Yeah. Here's one trailer. Here's the back seat of a 55 Buick.
Fuck you. I lived in a trailer as a kid. I did as an adult.
Okay.
I was priced out of the market, and I know that my particular line of work is either feast or famine. So,
already,
yeah, I didn't get that. Everybody like Dave. Whenever Dave wants to pass judgment on us, he doesn't have any basis for what we've been throughout the entirety of our fucking lives. He just thinks everybody's like him.
Well, Dave, my co-host
school,
on
dad was a doctor, all the money, no problem. Money was never an issue.
Dave is my co-host from Rubberneckers, the show that Bob used to be on, but
He's all
Bob couldn't
fresh.
handle Dave anymore, so Bob quit.
That's not true. I just don't want to. I don't want to sit here and talk about whether or not this chick is hot and look at this.
That's right.
Here's somebody's dick. I'm just not into the man sex show. It's just not me.
I know. Yes, that's true. I forgot. There's we do talk about women and
Dave.
shit.
I think Dave's hilarious.
You do?
Yes.
Hilarious.
Yeah. What the fuck was with me being number 4? I wanted to be on the bottom below the box of donuts.
Yes, you were number 4. I don't have the list. I'd bring it up. So Dave made a spreadsheet of the Rubberneckers, and then I went and made a Twitter poll, POLE, and it said, okay, who's the best Rubbernecker? And it was me, Jody, Dave, and a box of donuts. And a box of donuts won. I was second, Jody was third, and Dave came in last. So Dave is the worst Rubbernecker. And I think that's probably why he's so upset and distraught over that. He might not make the show tomorrow. That's what
I was really, hoping that you guys would address all of the different attributes.
He wouldn't let me. I was ready. You know me. I love a good argument. And I was ready for Bear. I said, I'm the show.
It's all about you. It's me.
Of course it was all about. Again, I'm going to tell you, that show is all about me.
And you did best Jody in the math questions. I was very impressed with you there.
Okay. So my point is that if people show up to see one person, they're the show. No one's showing up to see Dave. No one. I'm going to say it again. No one is going to show up to see Dave. They're here for me, the big guy. So anyhow, yeah, it was fun. Rubberneckers tomorrow night, 9 o'clock.
And then
9 o'clock Eastern. No, because I think Devin's going to be there tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. You're going to have potentially have Delvin Cox on.
Delvin Cox will be there, and I know. I've talked. I haven't really talked to Delvin. I've texted with Delvin and stuff like that. I've never met him. And I've never done a podcast with him before, so that's going to be kind of interesting because I don't know how we're going to do
black people,
that kind of stuff like we do on Rubberneckers.
But I see him as like a more down to earth kind of Chris Rock. Like he's got that flow to the way that he talks. It's just I like him. I think he's a good dude. He's interesting. He's done some really good interviews with people who have written books and stuff on his show. Now I haven't listened to his show in a long time, but he's a good interviewer. He's like Jody, man. He can just flow with whatever. So
Dave won't make it to the show because he's probably at an Australian COVID death camp. I don't know. Would he tell us if he had COVID? Again, whatever's going on with Dave, I can't know. Like, in other words, he said to Jody, I messaged you privately on what's going on with me. Dave, no one cares. Either show up or you don't show up. I don't give a fuck what's wrong with you. I really don't. Who cares?
Well, maybe you will luck out and have somebody to put comments up tomorrow, like
you.
No, Devin. No, I am done with that show. So
you just need to know everything about it. You're done with that show.
I listen when I'm at work.
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here and watch your videos.
All right. Well, we appreciate your listen. We appreciate your download, Bob.
Yeah.
It's funny. I love both shows. I love doing this show with you because we get a chance to talk. And I'll tell you another thing. And another thing, Bob. Whenever I start saying something, he's like, "This isn't the Boomer Bunker." Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what it is. And I'll tell you what it isn't. Yeah. You're not going to shut me down. Who do you think you are? You're the worst Rubbernecker. You don't get to tell me what to do. I'm the alpha Mike.
He's the most hateable on the show.
Yes.
Easily the most hateable because he is arrogant, pompous. He's a prick and just doesn't care if he upsets anybody. Like he just doesn't care, which, you know, when you're doing comedy, I guess that's cool, but he doesn't have an issue taking things too far. So
I understand you there, Nick. You know, this show it's completely different from Rubberneckers, and I love doing both. I love doing the show here with Bob, and I love hanging out with you guys. And then a lot of the same people here will be tomorrow night with Rubberneckers. Sometimes it gets a little too sexual, you know. I'm with you. It doesn't have to be that.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Here we go. Donut. Fat.
Well, there's also, oh, never mind. It doesn't want to work today.
Aw.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Bob has been taking care of the show. He's been doing things with the show notes. So if you want to follow us on social media, he has the links there. We have a Discord.
Yeah, we got a 5-star review.
We got a 5-star review from somebody. One 5-star review. Well, 2. Your wife gave us one.
Oh,
and then,
she?
yeah, she gave us one, and then someone else gave us one. Here's the thing about reviews on the Apple Podcast app. All they do is pump up the ego of the host. They don't do anything. They don't raise you up in the rankings, or they don't do anything for you. That'd be wrong. I would appreciate a nice review or a bad review. I don't really care. I mean, knock yourselves out over there. But I don't tell people to go review the show. I just showing up, downloading the show, hanging out with us in the chat is amazing, and I love it. And that's all I ask of you. And hopefully we put on an entertaining show.
If you've ever put the gas nozzle into your car and had sexual thoughts, performed 3 Tampa turnarounds in the last 3 days, or just told John Jamingo to go fuck a donut for no reason at all, you, my friends, might be a rubbernecker.
That's true.
I just wanted to remind you of why you did your rage quit.
Godfather, who art in Jersey.
No, that's not why.
Bingo, be-
We've been through this. We know why I rage quit.
Comes. It is soon gone.
You
And
pricks.
Donut
You pricks were sitting on your hands.
Say our weekly show
and
subscribe
to our Patreon
as we protect those who pass fake 20s and deliver the knee of Derek. Amen.
Yep. The problem, the rage quit, was because you guys were sitting on your hands, and we had a perfectly good topic, and you're sitting there and you can't make it funny, and then you're going to blame me because you guys are morons, and you can't make something. You can't take a topic where a guy takes and tattoos a swastika to his nutsack and gets arrested for it. You can't take that topic and make it funny, and it's my fault. Get the fuck is all.
Like I said, I wasn't present at that particular time in the episode. Your rage quit kind of brought me into the show, but it was, I guess by then it was too late. So, you know,
I'm a donut boy. I'm a donut boy. Yes. I'm a donut boy.
All right, that's enough of this shit. I got enough to edit.
Dude, I'm telling you right now that when I did the opening and I had to eat those 3 donuts in that burrito, when I came home, I was like, I was sick to my stomach. It was horrible.
Yeah, I get that way if I eat, more than 2. I'll
sugar.
eat 2, and I'll have so much guilt too. Like I'll be mad at myself.
Oh, I'm not. I'd have no guilt.
Like while I'm eating it, I'm like, this is awesome. But then,
yeah, it wasn't even enjoyable. Like,
every Wednesday, I think through April, so this would be the last one, I guess. Krispy Kreme has been doing a dozen donuts for whatever the average price per gallon of gas is. So if it's like $4.10 average price for a gallon of gas, then you can get a dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme for $4.10. So if they're open still, you may be able to get that deal.
But you know me, Bob. I'm a slave for my art. So I ate those donuts in that burrito in the span of about 15 minutes. So I could take the video and come home and make the opening, which I'm very, very proud of.
It's like
Push-ups.
In my opening, I drank all that tea I brewed, and then I smoked all them cigarettes. It was delicious.
See, I don't do push-ups. I do push-downs. So here it is. There's no way I can do a push-up. There's no way I can do a push-up right now. So what I do is I do the wall push-ups. So what I do is I take like 4 steps off the wall, and I do that where you push to the wall. You do the wall thing. To the window, to the wall.
You just remind me I got to be a professional podcaster and do some more stretches on my show.
You got to stretch your
Carry on.
hammy out.
Yeah, carry on. Good.
Do the Eric. Yeah, do the Eric. Take stand on one leg, take your other leg, stick it back, and put your nose into the microphone. Do the Eric. Do the Eric. You know what, you guys, you morons? Let me show you how a professional show is going to be, how to do a professional show. The first 15 minutes of the show, I'm going to yell at my audience and ban most of them so they can't chat. That's what we do.
It's a fucking podcast. Suck my dick.
That is one of my favorite clips.
You know what's going to be fun? Showing up tomorrow morning over on the Eric show to see if he heard this.
Oh, I don't care.
Judge Mingo's here. You get 10 minutes for your show last night. Hey, Eric, you know what? I understand it. I get it. Well, hold on. What was that one? Where's the one? Take your pants off and show us your moose knuckle like he does.
They assume that I've got on pants.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. And do us a favor. Share us. Don't let us be your dirty little secret. Tell people about us. We would love to have more people in here with us. We appreciate you, but we would like more. And thanks. And guess what? Not one person got banned today. Not one.
Yeah, and if your friends like us, get new friends.
Stop it. Don't be silly. They're the best friends. I love the Zaniacs.
That's my point.
They're my
Get
people.
more friends.
Yeah, they're my people.
Tell them about it.
Tell them about it. Yes. Get a sandwich board. Walk around. Boomer bunker on your podcast player of choice. We'd appreciate it.
I think I'm going to ban you for that.
Stroke your kickstand once. Stroke your kickstand twice. Stroke your kickstand fast and spray it all about. You do the Eric Zane and you
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you later. I know.
All right.
See you.